So I was just watching a video. What would be my interpretation of the same question and discussion? Juju? How do you counter it? Because if you give it energy, you then have it in your own head, right? So first things first, you ground. Indoors or outdoors, you can either ruqya or just simply return it to sender while grounding. Then if anyone's jinning you or jujuing or whatever culture you want to say it in, because even in our culture, as they learnt in prison with the 3 power cuts, blood fire is also in the white culture. So if they draw blood from and then collapse the vein, blood, tattoo on my left arm, out of the skull is coming fire. So blood. Out the forehead, out the horn, in the middle of the forehead, where the third eye is, it's projecting energy. So, for a drug test, to see if I can be released when they say I can be released, when I'm not supposed to be in there in the first place, right? And they've caused me more damage to my body, so they've made my disability worse, which increases my provisions as it slowly takes effect, and if my body can repair the damage, it's designed to slowly kill me from arterial damage, right? And I know about it. Now, here's the funny thing. The compensation bill is at the moment being paid with my disability, isn't it? They give me enough provisions to live on. I live in peace while they analyse everything I do. Payments, how I spend my payments, what I spend them on. Am I getting enough food and that? Am I getting on and avoiding my contracts? Am I understanding the law on my mobility scooter? Right? All knowledge came to me, and then I looked up anything else that I needed. I wasn't educated in such matters, but it's like you get to a certain point in life and it's like picking up let's say a book that's a guide, and then you pick up the advanced driving manual of that same thing, same thinking, same psychology. So, same juju stuff, yeah? It's all about energy. Except in that book, you utter a different phrase, bismilla, yeah? It's all the same thing. Positive energy negating and dispelling negative energy. So countering bad juju. Which, if you think about it, base word, juju, takes you back to the enslavement of a people in Babylon, which ties it in nicely to the Quran and the Sumerian clay tablets and Book of Enki. Like it's one big full circle. If you see what I mean now. So, got dog food, got drinks, got everything I need here. A lot of the stuff can be, in case of National Grid, go straight in the trolley. Go and cook the food cache to preserve it, put it into containers to food cache it. Go back, get the hunting equipment, the bows, the darts, the arrows, the fishing rod, the reels, and the dog leads. Go and drop that cache off. Come back, pick up the tent and everything else. And bivvy bag. Come back, pick the dogs up. One dog in the trailer, one dog each side. Slow ride to all the equipment. Set up camp away from everybody else while they all go nuts and looting and everything once the power goes out, because there won't be no CCTV cameras keeping an eye on everybody. It'll be a free-for-all, and I want to be as far away from it as possible, but still within reach of my loved ones that I'm nearest to, just in case I need to go and protect them and get them to a place of safety, which would be here. And then if that's not safe either, then we can always go on the move. I've only got to get through 3 or 4 days, isn't it, until they get the grid back up. So, one way or another, it's all catered for, isn't it? Already, all in place, just in case it's needed. Wise investments. Got a barbecue. We only need barbecue coals slung in the trailer on the way through. So, cool. Save on battery. Dogs pulled a fucking scooter and trailer along. 3-dog team. Right. So, therefore, I can make my battery last a lot longer, can't I? Just keep it for backup when I need to power on through with the extra weight on it, like for firewood or something like that. I've seen a nice big pile of firewood just up the road as well. All I've got to do is go and get it and put it in the trailer. And I've got fuel for my barbecue for nothing. All I've got to do is go and saw it up and put it in the trailer. So they've got everything they need out there, water and everything else. So I'm just having a cup of coffee and taking my medication. I've adapted the barrel bomb, made it smaller and stuck the ink coil on the top of it. The middle bit's for the chef herb chopping. What? Finally chopping herbs in the kitchen, Marnie. Shut up. I just had to Gorilla Glue the plastic insert back into it. So it's a bit of a long process. You have to clamp one bit in place with the mould grips, so it's tight, and then do the next bit along, another dab of it. Then clean all the excess glue out of it, if you see what I mean. Because you don't want it in the food, do you? You just want it behind the plastic. In there, grumble bollocks, old Marnie out there. What, you scared of the dark? As well as water? Wouldn't appreciate you on a farmyard, would they? Funny that's what my Excel mate said. So they want me on the farm. And then I'll get a couple of dogs, a pair of twin dogs, the same as his personality, and what do? Walk round the garden going, right, shut up, Marnie. Wouldn't be appreciated on a farm either, would you? Because you wouldn't fucking leave the horses alone, would you? Good enough for homesteading though, aren't you? Get some chickens next, shall we? Eh? Then you got something to guard then, ain't you? From the foxes and shit. Yep. Go guard. Go listen. Go smell. Go guard. Yeah, I know. Go guard. Go on then. What, am I putting some herbs in my cooking, am I? While I have a vape and a cup of coffee? Go guard. Go on, you got your toys, go and play. There you go, look. Strawberry vape juice. I'm prepping me dinner. What are they going to do when I put the garlic and ginger in it and the chilli and everything else? Soppy fucking idiots. Or should I get addicted to pharmaceutical medication off the doctor that'll kill me if I get addicted to it. Ha ha ha. Who's laughing now, suckers? Custard, Jamaican ginger cake. Chinese curry, spag bowl, couple of madrasses, some onions, some caramel coffee, some salmon paste, some seasoning, more salmon paste, more salmon paste, and leftover rubbish in the bottom of the bag. Get out, I didn't say come in, did I? Yeah. You want a few more Yorkshire puds? Should be defrosted now. Make room in the freezer. More packaging and more space freed up. So what we got here, sweet and sour, Chinese curry, a couple of madrasses, cool. Oh, police siren going off. And there's me, not done nothing wrong, not giving a fuck, because everything's legal, correct, and I've got a board in here. Here's my Irish coffee, let's put that over there. It's only flavouring for the Java. Right, dog food's put away. Got breakfast cereal. Oven switched off. Everything's switched off behind me. Got a cup of coffee. Got chocolate brownies. Got Jamaican ginger cake and custard. Got a couple of paint buckets for a foot's rest. A little bit of washing up to do just to get it all finished off. That was the lot that got left in the garden with the storm at the weekend. But it was all still there when I went out to bring it in. That's it. Good boys and girls. That's it. Respond and then go quiet. So I don't have to worry about any threat from the council, do I? Because I've already dealt with that. And it's all checkable and verifiable. And I've entered into no verbal contract with their recovery team. Because I've kept my word in my verbal contract under their joinder. So, no need for costs from jumping the gun for their recovery team, is there? Because the bill's paid. And I haven't received any summons to a place of business to enter into a contract and agree to that. So that means they're then losing £75 out of next year's budget. Everything okay, Marnie? No uninvited guests out there? That's right, because they've been told, haven't they? Do not act corruptly in your contract dealings. And do not corrupt the magistrate. Because you've just been caught doing so. Oopsie. Turned out nice again, innit? Now, if it can be proved as well that they've, by the Crown's security services, by computer monitoring methods, that they've been abusing the Investigatory Powers Act, because I keep doing this to the council and proving it when I do it, then that would be abuse of power, wouldn't it? And I would be able to clear my name by stating what I came across under the Investigatory Powers Act Codes of Use for the reasons of sectioning, imprisoning or killing a UK citizen, which I clearly stated on the paperwork when I got my 77 days. Right? It's all fed up the chain correctly, or supposed to have been. So, there you go. Stroke of the pen clears my name and gets me my correct medication, doesn't it? And all I had to do was keep my word today, which I've done and been seen to be doing. All checkable and verifiable. It's right, dogs have got the zoomies, no one's fighting. Marnie's getting a bit huffy puffy because there's no lights out there and I'm making them use their senses without me having to mollycoddle them. Holster's not being anxious. Marnie's my PTSD trauma dog, isn't he? So he's check, check, check. Are you alright? Are you alright? Ruff, ruff, ruff. They're doing this, they're doing that. No one's reacting to the anxious energy there, so all good. Girls are playing zoomies. Holster, come here. You want to come in for a minute? Or Marnie? Marnie, come in. Stay there, Holster. Go on, you go and play with the girls. I'm gonna... Go on, go and play with the girls. Mr. Zoomer. Right, you, sit down. Get out of the way. That's it, let me have my cup of coffee. Yep, you got plenty of meat, you got plenty of kibbles, and we got meaty moisty munchies. So you're all cool. Sit down, let the girls and boy have their zoomies out in the garden. The high energy dogs. Holster won't hold back then, because Marnie's in here. Off they go. Get out the bin. Here they go. Off for their zoomies. With Holster playing referee if the girls get a bit too teethy with each other. Holster will just jump on her back and start humping and pumping. As if to say, calm your fucking self down, girl, or you'll get a jolly rogering. Because I'm boss when my brother's not out here. Go on, go and play, Holster. Go play with the girls. Go play. Go on. Go. Go play with the girls. Go on. Good boy. There you go. Better? Go and play. You can see me sitting here having a cup of coffee. Go play. No, that's not going to work. That'll do. That'll do. You been good, Marnie? Got a tarp on the front of the sports bag tonight, just in case I need to cover the whole lot up if it comes down with rain a bit off the radar. Rods, everything else are coming over this next few days, so I don't need to go out. And then all I have to do is add to that and put a full kit together. What'll all fit in the trailer. And we got a means going fishing, ain't we, Marnie Moo? Or harpoon fishing. With a better reel on the bottom of it. Whatever we decide to do. If it's safe to get a rod out, we'll have a little go on the rod, test that out. If there is anything senses wise going on and instinctively going on while I'm testing out the equipment, then I can lob it all back in the trailer and be gone in a jiffy, rather than stand and have conversations with inspectors or anything like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm hunting pike and zander. Predatory fish. Mainly zander, which you don't need a licence to catch. But if I see a pike in the same area as swans and their chicks, then it's got to be cleared out of there, hasn't it? For conservation reasons. So, yes, no you can't, but you can if you know why. Questions and answers, honesty lies. Gotta love a bit of Sham 69. The knowledge is hidden in the lyrics. The same as what they do with books. trying to do? What's she trying to do, Marnie? Is she trying to move the barrier, or is she, to get in? Is she? To get in here with you? Ah! You better not be eating my speaker, bitch! You better not be. Make me go all the way down Asda's and buy a new one. Get out of it. Get out of it. Nope. You're lucky you was just moving that barrier. See, now she feels reassured. Oh, I'm watching you. So, can I move the barrier then, is what she's sort of testing for now. I can see her tail reflecting on Hulkster's chest there. So she's happy. Let's see what she does. Jenny wants to get in here to get to Marnie, her mate. And she's a land hippo, isn't she? She can easily move through that barrier, even from this side. She'll just smash through it if she wants to. She's that strong of a dog. Come on then. Come on. Come on. You want to go indoors? Come on then. Want me to open the door? When you're ready then. Come on. When you're ready then. In. In. Hulkster, in. Push. Come on. Right, let's see how long it takes him now to say, okay, he means come through the barrier. Let's just wait and see while I roll a ciggy. Do, 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 do. Oop, nearly hit something on the bottom of the bar of the phone there. Yes, Willow. You don't need to sniff the air. All you need to do is push the barrier open, isn't it? You've opened it a little bit, just to test to see if you got told off or not, and you didn't. Come on then, Hulkster, in. Nudge through it so the girls know it's okay to nudge through the rest of it. Come on. Come. Come. Lola, push the barrier out the way then. Come on. That's a good girl. Good girl. That's it. In you go then. There you go, Hulkster. Follow. Good girl, Willow. Hun. Yep, took him a while, didn't it, Marnie? In. In. Hey, get in. In now. rolling a ciggy, give me a cup of coffee. Good girl, Willow. You just wanted to be in here with Marnie, did you? Like I said. So I've got the pack acting as one unit now for when it goes out. So it's ready, trained to act as one. But one, which isn't my dog, is a little bit distracting for that final thing. So that situation's being sorted out. Then the whole pack gets their first experience of hunting or fishing training on lead, linked to the scooter trailer. Like as an anchor point once the brake pads are all sorted out properly. And the walking stick can be used as an anchor point if it gets jabbed in the ground, which secures the scooter then, doesn't it? So the dogs can't pull me across the fucking thingy, because it's not going to be 2XL bullies, is it? It's only going to be one, or that one might be guarding at home and I might have the two staffies with me, if you see my point now. Right, but they'll be getting a run out and some exercise. I can go and get myself a spot of lunch while having a drive about on the scooter. So me going stir crazy in the house, which therefore gives me a little bit of therapy for the PTSD. So me sitting in the house thinking and getting stuck in trauma loops and shit like that. You know what I mean? I can get out in the fresh air. If we get into the winter and the weather's shitty, I can always swap to a mountain bike, extend the arm on the trolley, and still be able to achieve the same objective as with the mobility scooter. If you see my point. So I'm not dependent on solar power either. I've located me two supports for my knee and ankle. So they're going to get through the washing machine tomorrow while I wait for some deliveries to turn up. Like my new scooter seat. I'm going to build a box that goes into the scooter basket inside the trolley, what can be lifted out, or just get one of those ready-made bait boxes, fishing tackle bait boxes, with the same measurements as the trailer. Then I've got one kit I can just lift in the trailer and bolt it in place, or screw it in place with the wood on the inside of the tackle bag or box, with the seat on it from the scooter as it is now, and the new scooter seat arrives tomorrow. So, well, the one with the backrest. So, that one goes on the scooter, and then the old one goes on the top of the tackle box. First I'm going to have a improvised version until I can free up the funds on the next benefit payments to get the proper stuff and fully upgrade it. I've had a test run on it now to see if it pops out the bracket thing, and it does. So it just simply needs a couple of support ropes that go over the crossbars on the trailer arm. It stops the trailer just smashing on the floor. Simple little hack that I thought, yeah, that'll do. Stick a loop on each side, and then if it drops out the thing, it's still getting caught on both sides, isn't it? And it'll just give itself away by the way it's handling, which spotted straight away on that little test run. So that little hack works. Just use a couple of shoelaces, but now I can use bungee cords, if you see what I mean, to do that properly next time I go shop on a shopping run to get a sack of dog food. But I'm going to check how much battery I've got left off of this run just from doing that. But yeah, a decent upgrade for 70 quid to go with the scooter, and the new seat's 53 quid. So bit by bit I'm upgrading it because I trust the technology, know when I can use it, know its limits, faults, wheels issue, which just needs solid rubber tyres for the trailer now as well. But for now, those ones do, while I'm testing it all out. Because they're replaceable plastic wheels with weak clips, I should think, on the inside, I'm going to get a bar that's threaded that can go right the way through the whole axle, with nuts attached to it that can go straight through the middle of the wheels, like as you would build your own go-kart. Just as a precaution, that'd be stronger, wouldn't it? And then if you don't bang and crunch up and down curbs on it going too fast, then your wheels don't crack on the plastic spokes, do they? But you know how much weight you can safely travel with it, otherwise it pulls it out the clip. So I know that's the sensible limit it's reached, because it only popped out once on the whole journey with the weight in it. And that was easy sorted out with the two shoelaces that I put on there just in case it did go. So that's its weight limit. That's a sensible weight limit, so I can safely get 2 sacks of dog food in there on the same journey without it popping out. That increases my shopping runs. I'll have to start wearing the posture corrector again, I think, for keeping me back straight while I've got the backrest on the seat. Just to help the sciatic nerve thing in my back and hip. I've even got a spare bulb for that somewhere, but I've got to hunt around for it first. It's autumn, so it's daddy long legs weather, innit? So it only needs one bar on the flycatcher one. It's infrared, innit? They go straight to it. That's why the strip lights or nothing don't work in here. That's coming off the ceiling soon. I'm going to tell the landlords why, and then put 2 spotlights in its place. And then when they come round and do the electrical inspection next time, they can give it the OK or not, can't they? Right. All I've got to do is turn the lighting fuse off, isn't it, to do it. And mains fuse off for all the power supply in the bungalow. While I put this light socket up. And push the wire up through the ceiling once it's connected. It's having 2 lights if there's 2 wires into it in different places. If it's only 1 wire, it's going to have spotlights, 3 spotlights going off of the same electric cable that's coming through the ceiling. So I'm only taking the light fitting down because it's not fit for my purpose, is it? If it gets caught, what's going to happen to all the food and everything that's out is covered in fucking razor crushed dust and fucking luminous fucking poison shit all over everything. So not really fit for today's purpose, is it? Strip lights are quite adequate. What you can stick on the tiles and plug in the wall in a plug socket. You only need to put a dimmer switch on it, turn the brightness up or down, don't you? Cheaper on your lighting bill and all. So I'm thinking Team U do ceiling fans and LED lights into screw-in fittings. So if I change the fitting to a screw-in light bulb fitting, yeah, so it's only unscrewing 3 cables, isn't it, out of the light fitting there. Once it's all off and it's daylight, order the ceiling fan, come light, screw it in and turn it on. And you got a remote for the fan speed and light and everything. So it gets an extra bit of ventilation and airflow in the kitchen, doesn't it? Not expensive. It's only basic DIY, isn't it? Changing the light fitting. It's the same as changing a plug. You don't need a certificate to do it. Yeah, the light fitting weren't working, mate, so I took the fucking light out and put a new fucking light up. There you go. Doing an electrical safety test. There you go, mate. Have a look at it. Is it put up to a decent standard? Oh well, I haven't got a CSCS card either, but I always managed to get onto site working properly. Do you know what I mean? So when you do the electric testing, you can tell them if all the circuits are working properly and it's done to a decent standard. And all I've done is a bit of DIY to change a fitting because it weren't working. And it's dangerous above my food and eating equipment if it breaks. So upgrading the property, innit? Nothing antisocial about adapting it and upgrading the property then while I live in it, is it? No problem. So I'll worry about going back to prison. Nah, like I told them in there, if I end up back in there, it'll be because of another setup. It won't be because I've done anything wrong. It'll be because someone's trying to hide the truth again. Right? I'm living life right out here, not being a problem. Grateful and thankful for what I've got. And proving and logging everything, so there's no slip-ups. Everything can be checked and verified. Best kind of proof to have, isn't it, when you're being investigated and monitored? It's the best thing you can do for your own legal and public safety and own liability and safety. Right? So, do you depend on the boys in blue? No. There is no authority but yourself. Correct. Like the solicitor told me in the last court case when I was being set up, when I asked about some gardening equipment that I wanted to use, I said, but I don't want to set the next door neighbour's fence on fire by mistake and then get accused of it being malicious. He said, what is it? I said, it's just a flamethrower to burn the weeds behind the chain link fence, because I can't reach down there behind it and without ripping my arms to shreds. And he said, well, here's a bit of free legal advice for you. He said, if you need permission to do it, you shouldn't be doing it. So, same law applies, doesn't it, on reasonable force? Correct? So, if I see a window that's all blackened out, where someone's tried to blood fire it, while my grandson's having his fucking dinner or something, do you know what I mean? That'd be a major fucking liberty, wouldn't it? And I'd have every right to have the correct? Truth be told. So, yeah, not really bothered about distractions from council attempted legal word spells while listening to Marnie. Right? Now you get what's going on. So I'm being distracted while talking about it by the dogs starting to bark. Well, distract his train of thought. Actors that surround you and are inserted into your life. Used for the purposes of setting you up under the Mental Health Act for the reasons of sectioning, imprisoning, or if deemed a threat to UK PLC or the royal family, to kill that UK sovereign person. But I'm not a traitor, see, so go figure. But I can defend myself quite adequately, as they know. But I'm living a legal life. Clearly stating that I can if I need to, and I know what reason for. So if I'm living in peace, then I should continue to live in peace. And any rumours that are over that way circulating should be viewed as such, because it hasn't come from me. We both know over a handshake that everything was cool. So everything is still cool. And the rest is rumours. Unless it's connected to my grandson's window, then we have a problem. So I'm not listening to rumours, because I'm not stupid. So I'm drinking my coffee, doing what I should be doing, and if someone's saying different themselves while I'm being monitored and closely watched because they're waiting for me to react to what I've just seen, then I haven't said shit, have I? Right. Because I'm the responsible one of the family that's in charge of my family's safety and security and my livestock's safety and security. But if it was like that, then I'd have to, because the gentleman's agreement was broken and it's continued for reasons or whatever rumours are going around, then it just, like how the council do it really, innit? It gets handed over to whatever the chain of command is, and it goes up the chain, and whoever gets put on the work, whatever, innit? That was some free ADX advice from the way they do it. That'll do. That was nice, that. Just the leftover dregs of the Java's being washed through. And a bit of instant coffee in it, the flavouring in it. Tobacco, medication, what's that? Either on here or in the bedroom, one or the other. Might even be in the tobacco tin. So I just picked everything up. Forgot to take a Nefapan while I was in the garden, because it was bouncing about on the seat, but at least I didn't have to carry any of the shopping, so that was, yeah, good little wise investment, that. I read the write-ups and it said like, yeah, fucking bounces and falls apart. We'll do it up tighter and fucking use some bungee cords to secure it in a basket or it's going to bounce out, isn't it? Derp. Would I trust it behind a mountain bike? I wouldn't be bouncing up in curbs like you do on a mountain bike with it. What are you barking at? I'm having a cigarette and finishing my cup of coffee before I shut the back door, aren't I? I don't care if you can hear people creeping about. Oh, there's Daddy Long Legs. So let's shut the back door then. Oh, there's one there, so that's one squashed. But your nose. Let's keep them at my bedroom. Ah, dear. Sweatshirt's still damp. I can hang up on the kitchen door. Right. Got all the tools in the bag anyway. Just need to put the drills and that in there. And the saws. Finish off the washing up pile. Put the crockery away, so I've only got a certain amount out, and then someone can't come round to use every single fucking item and leave it for me to wash up, which my hands don't like because of the lock fingers. Little bastard. You know what I mean? Then I end up dropping shit. Plates on your ass, bitch. Tectonic plates on your ass, bitch. Step up to the plate. I did. From the inside. While the power cuts were going on and the storm was going on. And it blew down the fence that the police hopped over to recce the building to come back at. You know, recce as in to come back. If you don't mean what you say about your app in your warning and blah 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 blah. We think you was chatting shit, but looking back at it now, you was spot on, bro. So even on that, it's all checkable and verifiable. There it is. So I'm just waiting for it to go up towards the light again, and I can zap it with a yeah. That's sneak attacking, just flying about every now and then. You can hear it buzzing. Oh dear. I'll just leave it in here for now. Scooting about on the floor and everything. Right, what do I need? I need that in that pocket, spare batteries for whatever they was for. Something to do with the scooter anyway. Is my meds in there? No. One, two, clipped it. See, move out of the way then so I can stand up. Or do you want me to stand on your paw? You donut dog. And if they come through the fucking little window, then I get zapped with the racket in here, don't I? Right, my bedding should be dry in the indoor line, shouldn't it? There's my medication. Did I bring it in here then or not? Yes, there it is. Right, just need my coat. Stay there. Thank you kindly. There we go. Oh, who's dropped that fucking humdinger? That's a championship and turd, that one, isn't it? You smelly ass dogs. Well fed though. Phew. Just wish it wasn't under my nose when I'm going through. That's all. Ah, dear. Utilising one belt, 2 pairs of tacticals, outer trousers, and shorts underneath. But it's got the same belt going through the shorts, just through the 2 front belt holes. So I hold up the outer trousers for riding on the scooter with. Ingenious, isn't it? As soon as I pulled the fucking tired ones from the inside of them, I've got a black pair as well though. On these light ones, it's tying up the dog crate in the hallway. Whew. Right, so all I need to do is upgrade those shoelaces into bungee cords, which are going to be tied around the scooter handle, trailer, and the bungee cords go underneath the seat. Cool. That's that little solution sorted out. Right, so I've got spare vapes. Spare coffee creamer. Can mix up my own weed killer using various chemicals that are on order, or I can order in. Need some more air freshener or incense cones. I can order a pack of them off, I suppose. And order a main box in a couple of weeks. So I'm just watching for pop-up commands. Nope, all cool. Let's have a look at Facebook or YouTube. Yeah, so there you go. That's my interpretation of, with a tangent or two attached to it, juju type knowledge. So from Doggington and Bert, have a lovely evening.